Finally, the TeraDrive runs on 240 volt electricity. Do you know how long I've been waiting to get this done? Far too long. Glad it's done. Seems to work pretty well. We're running solar over there, which is pretty unexciting, to be honest. I can't get out of the main village, but that's fine. So we've used, what model was it? RD-65A, I think it was, of the Meanwell variety. And essentially what I've done is I've removed it's an enclosed model, so I could have went with a bare board, which would have probably fit a bit looser. But this one's actually got a good width about it, so I've gone with that. And I've got wires all over the place. They're pretty well protected though, and I'm really good at crimping things now. I've got ring terminals on there and crimped it in, and then I put the heat shrink over it. I am really good at that. If anyone needs me to do that for them, I'm not available. So we've got the power switch running through, what's that thing in the middle there that's moving? So that's perfect. All we've ended up cutting away was a bit of the back and lifting the lid off that power supply. So along here we've got live, neutral, earth. I think it's ground, 12 volt, ground, 5 volt, and a voltage adjuster there and an LED. So I can now run that off 240 volt electricity, which is absolutely fantastic. And I've got to say, the composite quality out of this is terrible. It is like looking into a toilet. But hell, it works. That's all that matters. I mean, technically it's got RGB because you can run it to a VGA screen, like that one there. Though it's not 15 kilohertz compatible, so what can I do? Get a 15 kilohertz screen. I know. It's on my list maybe. So, with that, that's how you repair the Sega TeraDrive power supply. You get a different one altogether and replace it. Should have known it would come to that. One day all that's going to be in here is, because I won't be able to finish repairing it ever, I'll just end up replacing this main board with a Raspberry Pi and DOS box. Oh heck, the Raspberry Pi might as well have emulators on it. I mean, you've got to wonder about when do you stop calling it original. Yeah. I think as long as that main board's there, it's okay. Substitute hard drive, which we've got a hard drive, so. Yep, she's a beast. She's a beast. And you might have noticed over here we've got the HKT 0120, which works, as you'll see in a future video that I haven't uploaded yet. This GD-ROM actually works. So I'm very happy with that. I was running a self-check on it the other day. Very exciting. There's the original hard drive. It's got a 4GB card in there at the moment. See that in the other video, never mind. This is all about the TeraDrive. So as long as I don't go touching, you know, these screws there, I'm not going to get electrocuted. I don't really have any intention of doing that. But it's relatively well enclosed. Relatively well. I've got a long, usually there's a bit of a shorter screw there. I've got a long screw through there, which actually stops the power supply going too far up against the back and hitting all the cables for this switch here, which is very bad, so I don't want that to happen. The original fan's still in there, churning along at 12 volt. It's very noisy, much like the hard drive. It's running a bit more silent before, and it was quite enjoyable. Isn't that a beautiful board though? So I've got to get around to replacing all these little capacitors everywhere in due time. Now that the power supply is out of the way, I can move forward and do things. Oh yeah, so that's PC mode there. And there's the magnificent Sega 6 square thing. It does say Sega up there. Can't get it to focus very well, but there you have it. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Not a bad outcome. If I had repaired the original power supply, it probably would have been sold. I did give one of these away recently to Retro Swim. If you haven't checked out his channel, be sure to. He likes to collect old crap too. As most people with the name Retro in their name tend to do. This is Shane McRetro signing off. Until later in the future. Stay tuned.